You entered the UFC as a young fighter. Now you're a wise businessman. What's that journey been like for you to be entering the fight game, but now in the business game?
It's been a lot of growth, you know, learning from losses in life and from in fighting. So just getting better.
My wife is your husband.
Last question for Dana. What's it feel like to have fans in the house in Las Vegas?
Yeah, no, it's good to be back home. It's awesome.
This question's for Conor. Conor, in the build-up to the last fight, you were unusually kind to Dustin. Now on fight week, it's the exact opposite. So when did that switch happen?
Because he got knocked the fuck out. Not McGregor fast, McGregor sleep.
And Dustin, in this week, Conor said that in the last fight that you fought him scared. I just want to get your reaction to that.
What'd you say?
Conor said this week that you fought him scared in the last fight. I just want to get your reaction to that.
I have a healthy fear going into every fight. I know the dangers. I know I'm a human being, and if I make a mistake, it could be the last mistake in that fight, and I can wake up asking what happened. So I bring that into every fight.
And last one for Dana. Earlier this week, we heard about Nick Diaz versus Robbie Lawler. Do you have an update on that fight?
I said it's something we're working on for September.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Question for Conor. Conor, win or lose, do you respect Dustin Poirier no matter what happens on Saturday night?
I don't give a fuck about him, to be honest. I don't give a rat's ass about him. He's Buster Douglas. He's Buster Douglas is what he is. And that's the way he's going to go down. He's going to be known for that. It was a fluke win, and I'm going to correct it on Saturday night.
Dustin, the same question for you. Because do you respect him as a fighter despite all of the antics?
I do. You know, I don't hate anybody up here. I'm at a different place mentally, man. Respect to him and everything he's done.
Question for Dana. Is this a return to form? Does this Conor look very familiar to you versus the one that you saw in Abu Dhabi?
That's me? What's the question?
Does this Conor McGregor look more
I'm so fucking freaked out that these two are going to move either way. I can't even...
He's not going to do
I can't even
nothing.
pay attention to this fight.
Just keep sketching on me, because that little fool will do nothing.
I'm going to slap you up if you come near me.
What did you say, sir?
Does this look more familiar to you than what you saw in Abu Dhabi with Conor?
Yeah, listen, you know, I think that every version of Conor that's shown up over the last several years is always a different version. You know, he does what he's got to do. Who's next? Is that it?
Conor, right here. Conor, right down here. Conor, question for you. You have won exactly one fight since Barack Obama was president.
Shut your mouth, I'll go down and smash your nose.
Conor, over a fighter
smash
who
your
has
nose.
zero
You
wins
rat.
over the last 6 fights.
You little rabbit thing. Someone
This
smack
man
him.
sent
Smack
you
him.
to a place where time doesn't exist 6 months ago. We want to know, why should anyone expect anything different on Saturday?
It's one more fight I won than your little sissy ass, you little fanny pad.
Why should we expect anything different on Saturday? Conor, in all sincerity, why would it be any different on Saturday?
He said he's just putting his hammers on, his hard at it. My boot's been strapped for the last 10 years. I've been working my ass off.
Thank you.
Question for Conor. You know, despite your feelings towards Dustin, Habib, and Nate, do you still think it's important to have a strong rival to, you know, help you get better and establish legacy?
Yeah, fuck the whole roster. Fuck the entire roster. You know, I see the way it is. You try and be nice to them. You try and help them out of pity. But fuck them all now. It is what it is, and that's it. I'm coming for all of them.
And Dustin, do you think it's important to have a strong rival as well?
Do what?
Is it important to have a strong rival, do you think?
All these guys are rivals. You know, we're competing to be the #1 fighter.
And a question for Dana. Conor mentioned Allegiant Stadium. You know, we're getting back to the T-Mobile Arena, but is there any hope to get the Allegiant soon?
I don't know. I'm assuming someday we'll have a fight that we'll put over there. You know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens this weekend and throughout the rest of this year.
Question for Conor. I'm curious, you've been talking a lot about legacy. How much would a trilogy fight with Nate Diaz interest you?
It's for sure gonna happen. It must happen. Well, one-on-one, it must happen. It will happen. I look forward to the day.
And for Dustin, since being over at AT&T, you and Mike Brown really have developed a solid relationship. How much do you credit him for becoming the fighter that you are today?
He's helped me out a lot in my growth and my, you know, my evolution as a mixed martial artist, combining everything, my kickboxing with my wrestling, my jiu-jitsu. He's a great guy to have in your corner.
And last thing for me, for Conor, just to go back.
Louisiana wasn't good enough for you, was it? You left Louisiana. It wasn't up to scratch to get you the way you needed to be, was it?
For Conor, what else do you feel you still have to accomplish? You already were a simultaneous 2-division title champ. What else do you have on your radar to accomplish?
Strainers, scraps, fights. That's what I love to do. It's what I've been doing my entire life. And that's it, you know, more mega fights.
Why are you guys reaching out to people in the boxing world that I know? Trying to bring in boxing expertise?
Shut your mouth!
Why are you guys reaching out to my friends to bring into camp?
What? I reached out to no one yet, thick. I bleeding sparked Paulie Malignaggi and sparring in the lead up to fight Floyd, one of the better boxers on this fucking planet, you stupid tosspot. We never rang anyone to ask anyone for any bleeding info on you, you dope.
And we both did the same to you.
Go ahead, sir.
Question for Conor. So, Conor, the lack of trash talk last time around made things easier for Dustin, he said. But can you regain an intimidation factor after losing it? How do you regain a psychological edge?
We don't give a bollocks about all that. Lock me in the cage with him, you're gonna see what's happening.
For Dustin, so you knew the trash talk was coming this time around. How do you prepare for that?
I don't. I just don't care about this stuff anymore. I don't care about this stuff.
Okay. And for Dana, how much do you appreciate the back and forth as a promoter?
It doesn't matter one way or the other to me. You know, it doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Team Z Sports. Conor, congrats on making the cover of Forbes.
Thank you so much.
How long until you're a billionaire?
By the time I'm 35, I'm 32 now.
35, okay. You'll be 33 next week. Do you want the boss, Dana, to get you anything for your birthday?
No, I have everything I need. I have everything I need.
Dustin, Conor tweeted about, you know, first one to take a shot is a weasel. Are you gonna stand and bang, or are you gonna take a shot?
I'm gonna shell and shoot.
Have a good night.
All right, so guys, Forrest Griffin has a question here that was sent in by the fans.
Right, thank you guys. Gentlemen, I have the fans decided question from Socios app, and that question is, I'll start with you, Dustin. What is the worst part of fight camp, and what is the best part of fight camp?
The worst part is probably for me. At the end of camp, my body's hurting. You know, I've been doing it for 9 weeks in a row, and I'm ready for the fight to be here. That final last 2 weeks of camp, getting to this week is the roughest.
Well, and what's the best part? I have a feeling I know.
I love the beginning of camp. I love the beginning of camp, getting back with the guys in the gym, feeling good.
Thank you, thank you. Conor, same question to you.
I love it all. There's not one bit of it I hate. I love every bit of it. From the start to the middle to the finish, to gearing up, to right now here at the presser, to the weigh-in tomorrow, and to the fight on Saturday night. I absolutely love it all.
Absolutely. The best part of any fight camp is the actual fight. That is the correct answer.
All right, we got time for one last question. Go ahead, sir.
Dustin, Conor in interviews this week said he admits he was looking past you in the second fight, looking more at Manny Pacquiao. Do you look at that as an excuse, and do you feel like you got the best of what was left of him in that fight?
I beat him. I mean, it's a fight. It's up to you to get prepared. I beat him. What's his excuse going to be on Saturday is what I want to know.
Conor, history has shown when you are active, you are sharper. Do you think you'll look back on this 5-year stretch and regret only fighting 3 times in your prime?
I'll regret nothing I've done on this planet. You know, as long as I live, I love my life. I've done some incredible things, and, you know, I've had an incredible career, and long may it continue.
Conor, should we expect you to check calf kicks this fight?
You paid to see that.
And finally, Conor, I've watched all your interviews this week. It seems like you've been hesitant to give the official Mystic Mac prediction for this one. Can you go on record right now?
Oh, I said I'm going to take him out in a stretcher. He's going out in a stretcher in this fight.
What round, sir?
You'll pay to see that.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to get this stuff out of here and square these guys off for face-off. Thank you. We'll see you at the weigh-ins tomorrow.